Hello and welcome to Travel with Dr. Awah. In this video, we're going to present one of the most celebrated festivals in the northern regions of Cameroon, known as the Moundang Festival, as well as take a tour around the Goundary laminate, one of the most recognized laminates in the whole north and far north regions. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel and also click on the like button and turn on notifications for more amazing content. Let's get into this. The Moundang Festival, known as the Moundang Cultural Festival, is an annual event that reunites the Mundang people from the northern parts of Cameroon and Chad. It has been organized this year for the first time in 10 years. The Mundang are people of Central Africa living mainly in southwest of Chad, in the north and extreme north of Cameroon. This year's cultural festival ran from the 10th to the 12th of April in Kaele, in the far north region of Cameroon, after a 10 years break caused by insecurity from the Boko Haram sector. The cultural festival, organized under the patronage of the Minister of Arts and Culture alongside the Minister of Tourism and Leisure, brought together the Mundang people who are spread across Cameroon and Chad. The festival was characterized by heritage dances, storytelling, athletic walks, musical performances, Mundang culinary art and many other expedition activities. It all starts with the exhibition of their food. As part of the exhibition of the Moundang Festival, the local and staple food known as couscous maize is cooked. It consists of boiling and stirring ground maize in a large pot. The pot is often so large and the procedure is tedious, and that it will take at least 2 women to stir. The couscous is later molded to form big balls and will be served with a variety of soups. This is what is often eaten in a traditional family setting in the far north region. The best way the food is being served is by accompanying it with a traditional beverage known as bilibili. And there's lots of this in the exhibition market. In this market, the main beverage sold is the bilibili, a strong alcoholic sorghum-made drink. In the exhibition market, there's lots of music, showcase of different northern staple foods and other beverages.
Cameroon is Africa in miniature, meaning that you have every part of Africa in this country. I remember when we went to Uganda, to Karamoja. Literally, this is exactly what we found or saw in Karamoja. You can actually check the Karamoja video on my YouTube. It's exactly the same thing. This is just like a copy and paste of Karamoja. That's to show you how beautiful this country is.
On the other side, in one of the settlements on display, a traditional setting where the Mundang people live, the local foods eaten are presented, specifically millet and a variety of soups. And also on display here are large pots of bilibili. And to crown it all up, the cultural dance of women carrying large jars of this beverage on their heads are shown.
I'm right here at the Moundang International Festival, and I'll be showing you what a typical Mundang household looks like. Right inside here shows the compound of a typical Mundang family. Once you get into the building, a Mundang man typically gets married to about 3 or 4 wives, or let's say 3, 4 and above wives. Once you get inside the facility, right over here on your right, the biggest house is being owned by the first wife. After that, right on the other side is the house of the second wife. Now, the newest wife lives closest to the husband. Let's go and see what the husband's house looks like. Right here is the house of a Mundang man, or the father of the family. Besides the father of the family, the newest wife lives really close to the husband. As you can see, that is the husband's house, and this is going to be the house of the newest wife. Let's say a man is married to about 3 wives. The first house is going to be the house for the first wife, the second wife, and then the third wife, who is the newest bride or the newest wife, will live right close or very close to the husband. Right in here is a typical sample of where they store their animals, be it goats, sheep, and even birds, including birds like pigeon and fowls or chickens. So let's continue to see what it's all about. Right here is the common restroom or the bathroom, which all of them share or use together. It's a typical setting of a bathroom. So let's continue to see what a Mundang household looks like. This is the food pantry or a food bank where they store all their food. Right in here, the person in charge of giving orders for food to be removed from here is supposed to be the husband, and the husband can only instruct the first wife to remove food from the food bank and give it to the other wife to prepare the meal for that day. Once that is done, then the meal for the day can be prepared. But we also have the husband's food bank, which is this, and we have the wife's food bank, where all the wives come in and put their food, and they can all go in there to get food to cook. But to get into the husband's food bank, it has to be with the instruction of the husband, and only the first wife is permitted to get inside the food bank owned by the husband. So this is actually the closest house to the husband, and once again it's been owned by the newest bride. Right here is the kitchen setting. This is what a Mundang kitchen or Mundang kitchen looks like, or a kitchen being used by the wife looks like. Now, the lady or the woman that prepares the meal for the day gets to share the bed with the husband for that day. Meaning that if it's wife 1 that prepares the meal, the night or the bed is supposed to be owned by wife number 1. Let's proceed. Okay. Hello. So right here they eat a lot of millet, and that's a typical staple food, just like in modern day where people eat a lot of rice. Millet is a typical sample of the food, or the main staple food for their household. Let's see how it's been done. Millet is a form of grain, and it's actually been cultivated in their local farms for consumption. Once you have the grain in this form, they have to use this grain and grind it in whatever way they want to grind it, like they're doing over here. You see? As you can see, the lady behind me is actually singing. It's a typical way, in which things are being done. When they are grinding or blending their millet, it's been accompanied with beautiful songs, so that the husband can actually sit inside his room and knows that food is being prepared. All right. Once everything is blended, it's in a very dusty or grind and fine form. It's then taken to this calabash. This is where the millet is actually being prepared in large calabash, and the food is being shared to the entire household such that everybody gets a portion of the meal. Right in here. Wow. This is supposed to be the biggest room in the entire compound or in the entire household. It's being owned by the first wife, who is wife number one. I heard in here that there's a belief that once you get the first wife, once she's pregnant, while she's pregnant with the first child, then the process proceeds for you to get the second wife, and it goes on, and you can get as many wives as you are able to manage in a typical household. Let's walk through what are the different varieties available for them to eat as the food. Right here, we all know the millet is actually the main food. Basically, in this culture, it's like every day they eat millet. They just change it with different soups. So let's take a look at what the different soups looks like. We're actually going to be starting with the millet. Right here is the millet already being prepared to be eaten with the different varieties of soups, and she's going to be showing us what the different soups looks like. Those soups are being consumed with this millet. Okay. Wow, we have a delicacy over here. Fish is available to be consumed alongside the soup. Wow. And like you can see, we have different soup that looks like a vegetable. It looks like ndole or arrow, but I know it's definitely not it. This is just another form of soup locally consumed in this village. And like I said, everything goes with millet. At the end of the day, like we all know, most meals or every meals comes alongside with a drink to garnish the day. Right here they have different form of beer or locally made drinks available for consumption.
Being one of the most recognized festivals in the northern region of the country, the Moundang Festival, which takes place in Kaele, brings together so many different groups of dancers, singers, and cultural associations. While some are dressed in warrior dance attires, others a cloak of green leaves, the various dance groups represent the various ethnicities in the far north and Chad.
In any festival, you're going to have a lot of drinks to drink and enjoy yourself. Right here, the Mundang people have come out from their different communities to show you the different kind of drinks that they have available on festival day. As you can see right here, are calabashes filled with different varieties of drinks. So let's go ahead and party with the Mundang people.
On the other side of the festival, another great exhibition on display are the cotton weavers. Made locally from cotton threads are woven by all the women among the Mundang people. It all starts from harvesting the cotton, extracting the threads and passing them over an artisanal weaving mechanism where they are further processed into thinner woven threads. These threads can be used to weave loins and cloths, which are dyed in various colors and sold in local markets. One of the rare exhibitions on display are the local blacksmiths and metal workers. Here is presented how metals are obtained and molded into tools of farming, war and hunting. Before the Stone Age, there were no iron ores easily obtained. So sand was used to get stones which would be heated to over 100 degrees Celsius and cooled to form flat metals. This would then be used to make various objects like hoes for farming, knives for skinning animals, and self-defense, and also swords for kings in the form of walking sticks. The whole process is done locally, but it's very efficient in producing various tools. It's very customary to say that the Moundang Festival is indeed one of the most celebrated festivals in the country, as it's not only a national activity but an international festival, pulling together dancers and other cultural elites from Chad to Cameroon. Hello guys, thanks for watching our video. We'd also like you to travel and explore with us, and therefore we've got lots of services we offer, such as Holy Land tours, African American trips, East Africa trips, cruises, flight booking and medical tourism. Our Holy Land tours are exquisite travel experiences to Bible Day destinations and biblical sites, the likes of Israel and Jordan. Or maybe you're an African American and you want to reconnect yourself to your ancestral roots. We plan and facilitate trips to Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Sierra Leone, Senegal and Gambia. There's lots of perks in traveling with us. And also, if you're planning for a wedding, a birthday, a reunion, anniversaries in places like the Caribbean, Dubai, Mexico and Singapore and so much more, let us know and we shall plan your trip in the best resorts for your events. And when it comes to flight booking, we book flights to all destinations in the world. So what are you waiting for? Drop a comment right now, or you can contact us on our website or send us a mail. It's about time to take actions. The laminate in Goundary is also another very interesting place to visit in the North region. It is also the most ancient laminate in the whole country.
We are here at the Lamido's Palace in Goundary. This structure is over 100 years old. Actually, the people of Goundary, which is in the Adamawa region, actually originated from the people from the Adamawa state in northern Nigeria. Let's see what the Lamido's Palace looks like.
The history of the laminate dates back to over 200 years of Islamic conquest. There are several articles beginning from the entrance of the palace to the hall within, which depicts the ancient traditions and values upheld over the years.
After every battle or every war, there is a trophy. This is where the warriors usually keep their trophy. You can see this, the trophy may range from heads of different animals to different musical equipment.
Twice a week, the notables assemble within the laminate, holding official meetings, and the notables have specific positions which they assume during each meeting. It was customarily during times of war for children of the lamido to be hidden over the roof while the lamido's warriors went out to fight. And there has been over 13 kings to rule as lamidos over the laminate of Goundary over the centuries. And also very interesting, there is a museum that displays the various items of cultural interest of the laminate, such as cultural dance festivals, warrior weapons, spoils of war and other interesting articles. The laminate on Goundary is indeed a very secure place for Muslims in the north of the country, and it has a very fascinating historic events. It'd be worthwhile to visit such a place and learn the truth about Islamic origins in Cameroon. Thank you for watching. We'd hope you subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more amazing content. If you did like the video, why don't you drop a comment and let us know what you're most intrigued